Hello children, I welcome to 8th English online classes. Are you ready children? As you all are feeling bored, isn't it children? You are unable to attend the school. You are unable to there is no chance for you to wear a new dress or uniform. Really, the life is different now because of corona, because we have polluted the atmosphere. Let us cover our mistakes. We have found out what mistakes we have done. Now let us recover it. Okay children, let us start. Today we are going to deal with Unit 7, A Reading, Bonsai Life, Part 1. Here we see the picture of small plants with big, beautiful, colorful, bright flowers. And we also see the women doing different kinds of work. And they are doing it very happily. Let us see, is there any relation between the plants and the woman as we see in this sheet? Okay, children? Okay, let us not be late. This Unit 7 deals with woman empowerment. You already know what do you mean by woman? And what do you mean by empowerment? Means the authority or power to given to do something, because you all know that a woman is not given full power to do anything. She is always dependent at the young stage on father, later on husband, brothers and all, and later on son. She has the knowledge, she can decide, she has the power, but then also the importance is not given. She has to take the permission. So in this chapter, we are going to know about this. This chapter deals with women empowerment. See children, here we see the pictures of different ladies doing different kinds of work. We see a lawyer, a doctor, a farmer, a housewife, a sportswoman, a dancer, a pilot, and at the same time she is also doing the work at home and the work at office, and the burden of the children, not the burden, it is the responsibility of the children also lies in the hands of the woman. Though she is educated, she has improved her status, but doing the work, it has increased along with the responsibilities. Okay, children, let us move to the next sheet. The first sheet is the style sheet, you already know. We see the first picture, a girl raising her hands and thinking what to be in the future. She wants to educate herself by selecting the course, which course to join. See, in the second picture, we see a girl keeping a lot number of books in front of her, and she is deciding which course. And the third picture, we see a girl with a white apron doing and observing the experiment in the laboratory. You all know the science lab. You do experiments over there. And you do it very happily. Yes, in the next, we see two women, young women. They may be the software engineers because they are sitting in front of the laptops. They are noting the points, and the other one is operating the point, and she is clearing the doubts or something to the other girl. Look at the first picture in the second row, children. We see a girl thinking. Whenever you have some doubt or whenever you are unable to understand something, what you do, you scratch your head. Isn't it, children? Yes, you do it. Whenever you have some doubt also, then you go to your teacher or sir or at home to your parents to clear your doubt. Yes. The next picture, we see a woman with a sari. She may be a teacher or a lecturer or a professor. And the last picture in this, we see a number of girls sitting in a line and learning to operate the computer. They may be sitting in the computer institute or the computer lab in the school. Yes, children? Yes. Now, the next sheet is the face sheet. We see the famous personalities over here, the pictures of the famous personalities. They are the famous women. Okay, children? Now, let us see the first picture. It is the picture of the famous woman Savitribai Phule. She is the first woman teacher of India. Really very great? Yes. She built India's first all-women school. She also built a school for all women. She built a well in her home for untouchables. The situation was very, very worst, children. For the untouchables, they showed a lot of difference between the untouchables and the rich people. So she built a well in her home for the untouchables. She didn't like that feeling of showing the differentiation. So in order to avoid that, she built a well in her home to help the untouchable. She took care of child widows. Seeing a woman is so powerful. Being a teacher also, she constructed a school to help the untouchables, and she took care of the child widows. Did the society honor her? Let us see, children. People used to throw dirt and mud on Savitri Bai. So she always kept an extra sari in her bag when she went to teach girls. See, the worst situations faced by the women indoors, we are very, very lucky children. Such a great lady was born on 3rd January 1831 and she died on 10th March 1897. So she is the 18th century lady. Now, the second picture is the picture of Sarojini Naidu. Yes, you remember her. She was a famous poet. She was famous as the Nightingale of India. She broke social taboos, had an intercaste marriage, gifted poetess and author. She wrote a 4,000-line Persian play when she was 14 years. See, you feel very difficult to complete your notes. See, so much homework I have to write. I have to complete my notes. You get so much worried. See, children, you have to change yourself by seeing this sentence. She wrote how many lines? 4,000-line Persian play when she was just 14 years. Injected humor in India's freedom movement called Gandhiji a Mickey Mouse. Gandhiji, he used to call her a Mickey Mouse, and Nehru, he used to call her handsome prince. Many other Hindu women fought for freedom. Example, Sucheta Kripalini, Kasturba Gandhi. Now, the third famous personality, I need not say much about her. Yes, you all know she is none other than Mother Teresa. She became the mother of the whole world, not only India, not only a few ladies and men, but she became the mother of the whole world. Mother Teresa was a fountain of love, knowledge, and inspiration. Her entire life was spent amidst the downtrodden. She cared for them as if they were her own. In these words, Mother Teresa emphasizes the importance of love and kindness. Her words are simple and true, which inspires by everyone. Children, see all these ladies. What was their main character? A true love. They all were knowledgeable persons. They were the inspiration. They stood as the inspiration models during their period. This is what we have to learn, children. They didn't show the difference of love towards their own and others, but they understood the problems faced and they tried to solve the problem. Okay, children? Yes. Now, the next pictures are about Sania Mirza, Lata Mangeshkar, and Sunita Williams. Sania Mirza, yes, she is a famous tennis player. Lata Mangeshkar, famous singer, Sunita Williams, a famous astronaut. See, ladies have entered different fields and rendered their services in their particular fields and brought name and fame not only for themselves, for the entire nation where they live. So Sania Mirza is a professional Indian tennis player born on the 15th of November 1986. Sania began her tennis career in 2003 and is well known for her forehand and ground strokes. She is the first Indian to have broken into the top 30 WTA ranking and top 10 in doubles. She has beaten many top players including Svetlana Kuznetsova, Vera Zvonareva, Vera Zvonareva, and Martina Hingis. Then comes Lata Mangeshkar. She was born on 28th September 1929. She is famous as the Nightingale of India. She started her career with a song in Marathi movie Kitty Hassel 1942. She has sung in over 36 languages. In 1974, the Guinness Book of Records listed her as the most recorded artist in the history. She was awarded Dada Saheb Phalke Award in the year 1989 and Bharat Ratna in 2001. She also won 3 national awards. Now, Sunita Williams. On the 19th of September 1965, Sunita Williams is born. She is an American astronaut and United States Navy officer of Indo-Slovenian descent. She formerly held the records for total spacewalks by a woman and most spacewalk time for a woman, 50 hours, 40 minutes. Yes, children? Now, the time has come for you children. In this picture, we see a child doctor, a child teacher, a child karate fighter, a child lawyer. What is our duty, children? We have to get education. We have to educate ourselves. We have to develop ourselves. We have to be confident. So we have to develop the qualities like education, self-confidence, determination, dedication, and practice till we reach the goal. Makes a woman empowered. Okay, children? Yes. we see the picture of a girl child. Okay, so we have to become doctors, teachers, karate fighters, lawyers, and render our service. We have to work with responsibility. This is what we have to decide, children. Okay, children? Now, in this unit, we are going to deal with bonsai life. So, what do you mean by bonsai? It is the scientific method of growing trees in small pots without disturbing the nature of producing. In the first row, we see all the trees, but they are not on the ground, children. They are in the pots. They are the trees of decoration with colorful. We can't even see the leaves. And the next row, we have the plants, the trees, okay, the grapevine, the apple tree, the lemon, the banana plant, okay. They look small. They are mimicking nature, but they are very attractive. And the production is also in large quantities. Okay, children, I think you all got clear with what is bonsai. Yes. Now, before going to read the A-reading part, let us know the meanings to the difficult words glossary. You have to note down all these meanings in your notebooks, children. Okay? The first word, exhaustion. Noun, the meaning is extreme tiredness. Vanish, disappear. Mutter, it's a verb, complain about something privately. Savor, it's a verb, enjoy eating. Enthusiasm, a subject or activity that interests you very much. Okay, children? Now, let us start reading the name, reading Bonsai Life Part 1. The moment I see letters waiting for me on the doorstep, when I return from work, I can't contain my excitement. See how happy the woman feels. By reading these two lines, we know that she feels very happy whenever she sees the letters on the doorstep. She feels very excited. It's almost as if I am face to face with my near and dear ones, and they are speaking affectionately to me. How she is feeling? She is feeling very happy, and she is facing. She is talking with face to face with her near and dear ones, affectionately. Instantly, the exhaustion of office work vanishes. Immediately, all her tiredness of the office work vanishes, it disappears, and my heart grows light. It becomes light. Instead of entering the kitchen muttering, "Oh no, oh God," which is what I usually do when I come back tired. So whenever after coming back from the office, how she used to enter into the kitchen, always muttering, "Oh no, oh God, what is this? Only I have to do. No one is there for me even to give me a cup of coffee. I'm so tired." So this is what you see with your parents and sisters and brothers. Children, yes. I now see her feelings when she saw the letter. See, what are the feeling changes in the feeling? I feel like singing a song. See, her mood is changed. You say it as mood, no? Yes, her mood changes. Now she likes to enter the kitchen singing a song, humming a tune, making a nice cup of coffee, and enjoying, savoring each sip. Enjoy the coffee by taking it sip by sip. What is more, the sight of inland letters or envelopes in a familiar hand gives me energy and enthusiasm to quickly make and eat some pakoras or bhaji. The sight of inland letters gives her more energy, and she is ready to make even pakoras and bhajis along with the coffee. Even though I am lazy about writing letters, I love to receive one from some place or the other every day. Actually, girls are lazy. Whenever you want to do some work, you feel somewhat nervous. You feel lazy. But finally, it is you. You have to complete. So here the writer, she is expressing freely that she was lazy in writing the letters, but she loved to receive the letter. And that too, every day she is ready to read the letter. Okay, children? Now, let us move to the next paragraph. This is an unexpected letter. If my Akkaya, who doesn't normally write, went out of her way to write a letter, there has to be a reason. So she feels happy whenever she sees a letter. But this letter is an unexpected letter. Why? Because this was the letter she received from her Akkaya. Akkaya was also seen like the writer. She doesn't normally write, but this time she went out of her way and she wrote a letter. So there has to be a reason for her to write a letter. As I opened the letter, I am a little apprehensive. I hope it is not some bad news. Yes, children, whenever we get unexpected letters, our mind goes in a negative way. We think all negative. In the same way, here the writer also, it is not, I hope that it is not some bad news. Whenever some bad thoughts are coming, we say, Devda, Devda, this must not be a bad news, it must be a good news. So we pray God. Here also the same thing happens to the writer. Actually, when things are fine, no one bothers to write. Yes, when everything is fine, no one has the time. They just enjoy. And we girls, we really enjoy whenever we are happy. And at the same time, we cry a lot and be sad in difficulty. This must be changed, children. Okay, now let us come to the lesson. Ammalu. Yes, she is reading the letter now. So here we have come to know the name of the writer Ammalu. The name is not mentioned yet, but her sister calls her by Ammalu. This is what usually the parents call their girl children. They call it Ammalu. Yes, children? Yes, you to remember. You must be very surprised to receive my letter. You would be even more surprised if I were to tell you that your Bavagaru and I are coming to your place. So she has written, yes, you will be very surprised when you see my letter. And you will be even more surprised when you come to know that I and Bavagaru are coming to your house. We have been planning for quite a while to visit Kashi and Haridwar. Yes, they wanted to go to Kashi and Haridwar. We have now found a time. At last, they were planning to go, but maybe after many years they have found the time. I hope you won't find our visit inconvenient. See, children, this is what we have to know. We go to our friend's house, our relative's house, very happily, but we don't know whether our visit is convenient or inconvenient. It is our duty to give the prior information that we are going to visit their place and for how many days we are going to stay and what are your plans. You have to say, let it be your own sister or parents. So this you must come to know, and we have to follow. We have to understand and follow because we are living in the modern world with a busy schedule. Is it clear, children? Yes. My dear, it seems Akaya and Babagaru are coming over, I said to my husband excitedly. See, a girl shares, a woman shares all her happiness or angriness or sadness, everything she reports to the person whom she loves the most. So she gave the information of her Akkaya and Baba Garu's visit to her husband. And see the way she is calling, my dear. The educated students, you should know that you should not call by names. See, okay, if you call by names, you will start fighting. You treat them as equal, so we have to give respect by saying, my dear. It at least minimizes the fights between the husband and wife. Okay, children? Okay. Is that true? When? Where is it? Give me the letter, he said, and pulled the letter from my hand. See, actually, we see in our houses, whenever your mother's side, relatives or parents or sisters, they come, there will be a lot of differences in your houses. They will show frustration, but here in the modern world, they treat both the parents in the same way. See, the husband feels very happy and he is asking, he is inquiring, is it true? When they are going to come? Where is it? Give me the letter. I went into the kitchen to get the coffee and other things ready. Akkaya and Babagaru were coming to the city and our home for the first time since my marriage. Here they are coming for the first time after Ammalu's marriage. I had looked forward to their visit all these years. See, she waited a long, really, a young woman waits for her parents and brothers and sisters. So this line states that they had never left their little village to go anywhere. They never left their village to go anywhere, not only to their sister's house or anywhere. Using children, cattle, cooking, etc. as excuses, they had always avoided moving out. See, children, you have to bring changes in you. You always wanted to go to the functions, marriages, parties. You will be waiting for the chance, holidays. But here you have to see the responsibility of education, children education, looking after cattle and cooking were the excuses to avoid. Then only we can do our work perfectly, children. Under such circumstances, imagine they're coming to our house and to this big city. They reside in a village and they are coming to know that the writer Ammalu stays in a big city. Akkaya is not as educated as me. So She is stating freely that Akaya is not as educated as her. By not as educated, I mean Nanagaru did not let her study after class 5. See, she is not blaming her sister. She doesn't have a complaining habit. What she is in, my sister was not educated because her Nanagaru did not allow her to study after class 5. Of what use was education for a girl? Those were the days when people thought it was enough if a girl was able to keep the washerman's accounts. See the position of the girls and the ladies' children. And at the same time, she is also defending Nanagaru. She doesn't have a complaint on Nanagaru because she is saying the position of that time. Those were the days when people thought education of the girl child is not compulsory. She must know only that much education to keep the washerman's account. We are very lucky now, children. Yes. Okay. With this, we end this passage. We will read the next part in the next session. Okay, children? Now, let us summarize or recall what we have known after reading this passage. So, what we have understood, children? The writer feels very, very happy as soon as she sees the letter at her doorstep. She feels so happy that she is talking face to face with her near and dear ones. All her tiredness disappears immediately and she enters the kitchen very happily. She becomes more energetic and she is ready to prepare even the extra dishes like pakoras or bhajis. And she enjoys her drink and eating. Yes, children? Now, the next part is, what is the content of the letter? The letter says that our Akkaya and Babagaru are going to visit our house in the big city after a long, long years. And they wrote a letter to give the information to Ammalu. Harakaya was not as educated as the writer. And she lived in the village and didn't move from the village, saying the excuses that she was busy with cooking, looking after the cattle, and the responsibility of children. This is what we have known in this passage, reading passage, children. Yes? Now, answer the following questions. What does the writer feel whenever she sees the letters on the doorstep? Seeing the letters on the doorstep, the writer feels very excited. And she also feels she is face to face with her near and dear ones. And she also feels that they are speaking affectionately to her. Second question. How does the writer's tiredness of the office work disappear? See children, English is so easy for you to read and understand. How does is the question part. Remove that. The remaining part is in the question itself. The writer's tiredness of the office work disappears. Now the answer begins. As soon as she sees the letters on the doorstep, her heart becomes light. When the heart becomes light, you become very active and energetic. Whose letter was that and what was the content of the letter? The letter was from her Akkaya. And the letter gave the information about her visit to the writer's house. Now, the next question, how did the narrator feel at her Akkaya's visit? The narrator felt very excited about her Akkaya's visit. She looked forward for her visit since her marriage. Fifth question. Why did Akkaya and Bavagaru visit the writer's house? Akkaya and Bavagaru didn't visit the writer's house. The question has started with why, so we have to say because, the reason, because they never left their village to go anywhere. They were always busy looking after their farming. They always gave excuses to avoid moving about. They were busy with cattle, cooking, and looking after children. Why was Akkaya not educated? Akkaya was not educated because Nanagaru did not allow her to study after class 5. He felt that there was no use of educating a girl child. Those days, people thought that a girl's education is enough to keep the household accounts. Seventh question. Do you feel like eating anything after going back from school? If so, you have to state the reasons why. Why do you feel like eating? Okay, children, all these question and answers, you have to write it in your notebooks. And the seventh question is your home assignment. So, you know this is an yes or no question. So, if it is, the reason is yes, you have to give the reason. And if it is no, also you have to give the reasons why. It differs from each and every one. So you have to write down the answer. You will write now, children? Yes, you will write. You are good students. Okay, with this, we end our session. Thank you, children. Bye bye.